Thank you, Dr. Kelly. I want to echo her statement saying thank you for coming out. This was something that, as we move forward in so many different areas, we want to change the culture and move it, continue to have the arrow going up at Loyola. I've said many, many times, standing right here at my press conference, that there's never been a better time to be at Loyola. And for the students that are here, thank you. The Rambler Rowdies, the former other student athletes that are here, thank you for coming, because I think athletics can be such a big part of your experience, and showing support is such a big part of it. Free pizza, it also probably helps, I'm sure. But I think that's a big issue. But I first, on an event like this on signing day, the first and foremost, I want my staff to stand up. It has been an absolute tireless working coaching staff, and I want to recognize each and every one of them and give them an honor. Recruiting is a lifeblood of a program. You have to continue to recruit student athletes. And at Loyola, it is about getting the ultimate student athlete. We all know about the education here, and you can't have both. You can't have the high-level player and a great character kid and a great student all in one. And that's what we're targeting. But it's so much time and effort. The recruiting, no one really knows, unless you're in this profession, how much it takes. It never ends. And it is something that I wish the coaches' wives were here so I can sincerely say thank you to them. But my wife is here, and I want to thank my wife and my kids for the sacrifices they've made. My son Jake, my wife Megan, my daughter Jordan, right there. And they have to make tremendous sacrifices. I'll be sitting at home and we'll be in the middle of something with the family, and next thing I know, I'm taking a recruiting call. And it's a constant interruption, but their support means a ton with me here. The recruiting class. We had some needs that we took the job April 4th, and we had some needs we wanted to fulfill right out of the gate. One was territorial. You know, it's Loyola of Chicago. We felt we had one Illinois player in our roster. We sat down with our staff and we really wanted to target some areas. We felt Illinois and Indiana were two great locations to recruit. We felt that one, Illinois, obviously being here, and Indiana with the Horizon being based there with so many Horizon teams and the location, we felt that there were two areas where basketball is important too. That very well coached programs, and we really tried to really attack those areas. And if you looked at our recruiting board from the beginning, from where we started, we hit home runs on almost all our top guys. And that is such a credit to our coaching staff right here on building the relationship and identifying what we needed. We felt like we needed some shooting ability. You know, we really felt that shooting the basketball on the team that we have is going to be a need we needed to fill. And we felt speed at the guard spots. We felt some mobility. The system we run, you're going to see us run a lot of ball screens, a lot of pick and pops, high energy going side to side. You saw our exhibition game. You saw Ben Avercamp really thrives in that offense. He's mobile, he's big, he can move, he can pick and pop and shoot. That's the type of the post players we're really trying to recruit in this recruiting class. Because Ben will be a senior next year. That we can have some mobile, skilled big men for the Horizon League. I think that's a big part of it. We want to identify kids that came to winning programs. Jeff Kiki White comes from Peoria Manual, great program. Muncie Central in Indiana. Terre Haute North is in the top basketball conference in Indiana. Thornwood, great basketball school, will be one of the top teams in Chicago. So these kids come from winning programs. But what I like most, and we're about to watch some highlights of them, what I like most about this is, we spoke to so many student athletes on the phone. And over about this. And so many of them, you had to educate them on Loyola basketball. They knew about the academic part, but the basketball part of it. And these kids truly wanted to be a part of something special. They wanted to build. So many kids, well, how many games did you win last year? Did you go to the NCAA tournament? And you always got to answer those questions. When was the last time you went to the NCAA tournament? You know, and so these young men wanted to be a part of the team and create a legacy. And that's really big in terms of the character type of kids we want to get here. I also have to thank everyone associated with the university. From so many, from the top to all over, because the bottom line of recruiting is you need facilities to sell. You need, kids love facilities, and I can't tell you how much of an impact it made to walk into this building, that arena, the weight room, the locker room, the offices, and then you walk over to the Commons, that building, and you walk and you start talking about all the buildings and the student union going up. The arrow's going up at Loyola. Today's a small step going up the arrow for our program, but it is a big step because we think these all kids are going to be a part of creating a championship atmosphere. So I want to thank everyone with this university, because without the growth of this school, we couldn't have continued to recruit and sell something, because we definitely have something to sell. But we're going to start with Darrell. Darrell is a guard that you saw as a junior. He averaged 19 points a game. He has that ability to score. He can shoot. He's skinny. Dave Vitale, the strength coach, is going to be one of his best friends. I guarantee that. I guarantee that the very first day on campus. But Darrell has a knack to score. He's got a quick release. He can shoot the ball, and he's got a slippery, smooth ability to get by people. But you can see by his touch that he has a quick shot, and he knows how to get by people. To be able to shoot the ball and drive it is a weapon, and that's what Darrell possesses right here. He's got a good little mid-range shot, and he can get guys open, and that's the thing that we want. We're low depth on guards right now, and he just has a knack to get by you and put the ball in the hole. And to be honest, and I've told this many times, he's doing it with a boy's body. He's averaged 19 a game with a boy's body. He is so thin, but when he has shoulders, he's at least 6'1", and he has that mid-range shot. Can you rewind that flash? That mid-range shot is a shot that's gone away in college basketball. That 1-2 dribble quick pull-up, and that's a good shot, and it's part of his ability to get 19 a game. But he's also a shot clock guy. That's one thing that we're really going to be struggling with this year, is guys that can create shots. You need a guard to break down a defense to make a play. They're called shot clock guys. This year, we're really struggling with some shot clock guys. I think Denzel's getting better at it. Next year, Denzel will be a year older. Khalid Payne can really do it. And now these next two guards you're going to see, they can break defenses down and make good passes. I think they can really create. And I think when you get a handful of guys with some speed and create abilities, you can really start to get a dangerous offense. He draws so much attention, and he's unselfish. He's willing to kick and create some things for his teammates. He's one of those players he calls slippery. He can get by you and be crafty, and I think there's a little play for him. You can run shooting plays for him. He can spell at point guard. Let me tell you another side note of why I love Darrell. Darrell, when he signed on, sometimes you can keep playing. Sometimes in the recruiting, there's always, you see kids ask questions like, well, who else recruited my position? Or who else are you doing? And you see jealousy creep in. From the moment we signed Darrell's like, he said, who else are you recruiting? I said, Darrell, we got to get another guard. He's like, who is it? Give me his number. I want to call him. He wanted to help recruit. He was like, I'm going to call him. I'm going to Twitter. He's just like nonstop because he wants to create something special here. And I love that about him. Great players don't worry about that. They worry about surrounding themselves around with great players.